Drive like a normal person, you won't get a ticket. Drive like a self-entitled jerk, you'll get a ticket.
Starting now, you'll have to watch your speed going through certain intersections in BC as the province rolls out new intersection cameras. In addition to red light runners, cameras like the one behind me will also be catching people who speed through intersections, even on a green light.
If you fly through on a red light, you'll get 2 tickets, 1 for each offense. So if the danger to yourself and others or the big warning signs are not enough of a deterrent, we hope that the tickets will be.
5 intersections have the cameras now, with 35 expected across BC before this time next year. The plan is to make intersections like the one at Boundary and Kingsway safer. Last year, the intersection saw more than 160 crashes and dozens of injuries. But people who work in the area are giving the cameras mixed reviews.
I never really understood why people were so vehemently opposed to photo radar. I mean, if it helps people stop speeding and makes the road safer, then why wouldn't you?
They're focusing on the wrong issue. They're focusing on speeding drivers over reckless drivers. Speeding is not necessarily reckless.
Is that the camera?
That's the camera right there. It's brand new.
Well, next time I go through, I'll make sure I don't speed.
Back in the 90s, the NDP's introduction of the speed cameras was met with swift backlash. But the province's public safety minister, Mike Farnworth, believes this time the province has all its legal ducks in a row.
The previous speed enforcement cameras were police sitting by the side of a road. This is an intersection camera. There's a warning sign that tells you there is a camera. You are being given plenty of advance notice. And as I've said, the lawyers for the government, when the legislation has been drafted, have gone through it, and they are confident that the legislation will stand up to any legal challenge.
Farnworth isn't saying how fast over the speed limit you have to go before the camera is triggered, but the ticket will be tied to the registered car owner, not the driver, so watch out if you lend out your car. Police say they'd rather pull drivers over, but it's not always possible.
We always love to have that personal contact because we never know what we might find, whether it be an impaired driver, whether it be someone who might be a prohibited driver, whether it might be someone with 4 or 5 cell phones on the front seat and a bunch of drug paraphernalia. It's nice for us to be able to have that personal contact. But the fact is that there's way too many speeders for us to have contact with everyone. And much of that is excessive speeding.
12 of the cameras are going up in Vancouver, with 7 in Surrey, 3 in Burnaby, and 1 camera in many communities across BC. For City News, I'm News 1130's Lasha Kretzel.